vaccine-like drug to prevent HIV could be ready early next decade. UK drugmaker steps up investment in long-acting medication to protect those exposed to the virus. Please use the sharing tools found via the share button at the top or side of articles. Copying articles to share with others is a breach of ft.com, TCs, and copyright policy. Email licensing at ft.com to buy additional rights. Subscribers may share up to 10 or 20 articles per month using the gift article service. More information can be found at https://www.ft.com/tour. https://www.ft.com/44C6914-0D57-407-D11B016D7AFD. A vaccine-like drug administered once a year to prevent HIV could be ready just after 2030. According to drugmaker ViiV, transforming management of a virus that has killed nearly 40 million people in an epidemic that has lasted more than 4 decades. While there is no vaccine to treat HIV, a virus that can lead to AIDS, pre-exposure prophylaxis, PrEP, has reduced transmission rates by offering protection to those who may be exposed to the virus. Most PrEP therapies rely on taking oral medications daily or when unprotected sex might take place, but the potential emergence of a prevention drug with the characteristics of a vaccine could dramatically reduce the burden on patients and health authorities globally. HIV drug developer ViiV is accelerating research into VH184, an antiretroviral drug designed to block the action of the integrase enzyme which inserts the genetic code of the HIV virus into the host cell's DNA. Kimberly Smith, head of research and development at ViiV, said a long-acting drug administered every 12 months would soon be attainable. I can't say when, but not too far beyond the end of this decade. It will be possible, I believe. VH184 has demonstrated a very long half-life in preclinical studies, she told the Financial Times. We need to determine if that very long half-life translates to humans. Long-acting drugs are given intramuscularly every month or less frequently, releasing chemicals over a long period of time. Meg Doherty, head of the HIV program at the World Health Organization, said ViiV's long-acting drug pipeline was exciting but stressed the need to ensure low-cost, universal coverage. It will be important to continue to ensure these HIV regimens and new approaches will be available to all, including people living in low- and middle-income countries, she said. ViiV, a GSK majority-owned venture with Pfizer of the US and Japan's Shionogi, told investors last week that it had raised its sales growth projection to between 6 and 8% between 2021 and 2026. As its bet on long-acting drugs offsets the patent cliff, or loss of exclusivity, for its blockbuster oral treatment dolutegravir, the company has 2 long-acting drugs based on cabotegravir, another integrase inhibitor, approved by regulators, Cabenuva, in combination with another molecule, for treatment of patients who have contracted HIV, and its PrEP medication Apretud. These non-oral products are typically taken monthly or every 2 months. Smith said people have started saying Apretud is almost like a vaccine. You basically get your shot and then you don't think about it anymore. Unlike the need to take something every day, certainly, the longer we get with those intervals, the more it feels like that, she added, likening it to yearly flu and COVID-19 shots. US-based Gilead Sciences is also developing long-acting HIV treatments, while Deborah Waterhouse, ViiV's chief executive, said there was strong uptake of long-acting PrEP drugs in the US. The picture was more mixed in the EU. Despite their regulatory approval, reimbursement has to be negotiated with every country individually, and while some governments had shown interest, many had not placed orders because they had been able to control HIV caseloads with cheaper oral treatments. Access to long-acting drugs in poorer nations with high HIV rates remains patchy, despite the signing of licenses for their generic manufacture. Médecins Sans Frontières refused to sign a non-disclosure agreement on pricing requested by ViiV for an access deal in Mozambique and other countries. Waterhouse said it was looking to find the middle ground with MSF and finalize a resolution because we want them to be partners. It will be a shame if there is a repeat of what we see now with long-acting PrEP, where people in Africa with the greatest burden of HIV have little access to it for prevention, the WHO's Doherty said.